Why does this tiny island in the Indian Ocean feel like a meeting point for the whole world? Mauritius is one of the most multicultural countries on Earth, and its story is unlike anywhere else. Imagine a place where you can hear Hindi, French, English, and Creole all in one market, where Chinese temples stand near Indian shrines and mosques are just steps away from Catholic churches. How did that happen? Let's find out why Mauritius is so incredibly diverse and why that diversity has shaped its identity from the very beginning. Chapter 1. No indigenous population. Unlike many other places in the world, Mauritius had no native population when it was first discovered. The island was uninhabited until it was visited by Arab sailors in the Middle Ages and then officially charted by the Portuguese in the early 1500s. But it wasn't until the Dutch arrived in 1638 that any real settlement began. That means every group living in Mauritius today came from somewhere else. No one was originally from the island. Chapter 2. Colonial Layers. Mauritius changed hands several times over the centuries, and each colonial power left its mark on the culture. The Dutch were the first to settle, but eventually gave up on the island. Then came the French in 1715, who named it Ile-de-France. The French brought enslaved people from mainland Africa and Madagascar to work on sugar plantations. In 1810, the British took over but allowed many French customs and laws to remain. Even today, French is widely spoken across the island, and the French influence is still deeply rooted in Mauritian culture. Chapter 3. The Legacy of Indentured Labor. One of the biggest reasons Mauritius is so multicultural is because of what happened after the abolition of slavery in the 1830s. The British, needing labor for the sugar plantations, began importing indentured workers from India. Between 1834 and the early 1900s, nearly 500,000 Indian workers were brought to Mauritius. Most of them stayed permanently, and their descendants now make up the largest ethnic group on the island. This is why Hinduism is the dominant religion in Mauritius. It's the only African nation where that's the case. Mauritius even has a site called Aprivasi Ghat, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which marks the place where indentured laborers first arrived. It's a symbol of resilience and of the deep Indian influence that transformed the island's identity. Chapter 4. Chinese and Creole Communities. But India wasn't the only source of migration. Chinese immigrants began arriving in the late 1800s, many of them opening small businesses and contributing to the country's economy and cuisine. They brought with them traditions, religions like Buddhism and Taoism, and a unique cultural layer that still thrives in places like Chinatown in Port Louis. And then there's the Creole population, mostly descended from enslaved Africans brought by the French. Creole culture in Mauritius blends African, European, and Indian influences. It's visible in the language, music, and food, and it's a key part of the island's identity. Chapter 5. Religion and Language. Today, Mauritius is a peaceful mix of religions. Hindus make up nearly half the population, followed by Christians, Muslims, and Buddhists. Religious holidays from different traditions are all national holidays, and it's common to see people of different faiths celebrating each other's festivals. Language is just as diverse. English is the official language, but most people speak Mauritian Creole in daily life. French is widely used in media and education, and you'll also hear Bhojpuri, Hindi, Urdu, and Mandarin spoken across the island. Chapter 6. A National Identity from Many Roots. Mauritius didn't just tolerate its multiculturalism, it embraced it. After gaining independence from Britain in 1968, the country built a national identity around inclusion. Its political system allows multiple parties and groups to coexist. Cultural events like Kavadi, Eid, Chinese New Year, and Christmas are all widely celebrated. Even in food, Mauritius is a perfect blend. Think curries, noodles, dumplings, and baguettes, all on the same street. Chapter 7. One Island, Many Worlds. What makes Mauritius so special isn't just its beaches or coral reefs. It's that this tiny island, once uninhabited, became a living mosaic of people from across the globe. It's a country where no one is native, but everyone belongs. Where the future was built by people who arrived with almost nothing from Africa, India, China, and Europe, and made something extraordinary together. So the next time you hear someone describe Mauritius, remember it's not just a beautiful island, it's a place where the world came together and stayed. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoyed. Have you ever been to Mauritius? Let us know in the comment section below.